What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today I want to focus in on the Carolina Hurricanes, possibly relieving Jim Rutherford as general manager and bringing in Ron Francis, one of their leading scorers and the fourth all-time leading scorer in the history of the National Hockey League. Obviously, Francis played for the Canes, but was more so in his glory days with the Hartford Whalers, the Forever 500 Hartford Whalers, I may add. And you're looking at it from this perspective: is that Rutherford's personnel moves haven't been great. The trade for Jordan Staal / signing Jordan Staal, that contract wasn't exactly the best move. I mean, 10 years, $60 million for Jordan Staal because his brother plays on the team. I mean, really? And then you look at the assets they gave up. It's like, Jesus. But, I don't know what Francis can do as so many times you have great players that are mediocre to awful coaches and general managers and front office personnel. But I think Francis is different because he has such an innate hockey sense, and that's what so much of his game is predicated upon. So I think when push comes to shove, he'll be a moderate to decent fit. Rutherford stepped down at the end of the year, and supposedly there's going to be full-scale changes. It's possible that Eric Staal will get traded. It's possible Jeff Skinner could get traded. Jordan Staal can't get traded because their contract is enormous. No team would trade for it. I don't think Cam Ward's on his way out because his contract's, not great, but they have Adobe in there. I love Adobe with the Bruins, to be honest with you. I think he would have been a quality number one in a lot of places, and that's where the cookie cracks. They got Folk lined up, signed long term, which is important because you need quality puck moving defensemen, and how much of it comes down to the coaching staff. I mean, I just think there's too many things wrong with the organization, and the roster is part of it. But, I don't know. And that's what's unfortunate because they had a cup champion to come out of the lockout. It looked like their hockey was going in the right direction in Carolina, and then it's just been all downhill. I know they won the conference finals and beat the Bruins, in the process, but it's still it's not the most desirable situation to be in for the team because they want to spend the money. They have quality ownership, and they want to spend the money, but what's the point of spending money if the talent you have isn't playing up to its capabilities? And I'm looking at you, Jordan Staal. Simmons' contract isn't great, but he's actually hasn't played atrocious this season, and it's just the way it goes. I don't dislike Kirk Muller as a coach, but maybe he's going to go at the end of the season. I mean, it's possible come training camp, Rutherford's out, Muller's out, Staal and Skinner are out, and it's a whole new Carolina Hurricanes team next year. But, we'll see what happens with that. That's something to kind of take a wait-and-see approach. I mean, in fairness to the Canes, without Yoni picking in this season, I mean, you definitely could have used him. I mean, he's, an amazing defenseman, and, losing him and having with a career-threatening injury is tough. But, it's time to see what happens with Rutherford and Ron Francis and company going forward. Anyway, that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Carolina Hurricanes possibly relieving Jim Rutherford of his duty as GM. Stay tuned for episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.